Hey, what's going on, positive people? What's up, HCR fam, and welcome to yet another edition of the Be Positive Music Show. And yes, it is November, so I'm gonna go ahead and get it out the way right now. You will hear Christmas music during this show. The whole last fourth quarter is dedicated to getting the Christmas season going. I was just listening to Kevin on stage, and he was talking about how November starts the Christmas season, and like Thanksgiving is like halftime.
We've been over this, guys. Thanksgiving is a holiday within the Christmas season. It's Christmas time. November 1st through January 4th, Christmas season.
So he's cool with Christmas music at the start of November. So that's what you're going to get on today's show. I just thought I'd get that out the way, but we are live right here on SiriusXM channel 140 and Holy Culture Radio. You have a lot of different options to check out the latest and greatest in Christian hip hop, but you are here on Holy Culture Radio checking out the show today. So for that, I am greatly appreciative. I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of what I have planned for today's show. I already gave you a sneak peek of what's going to be happening during the fourth quarter, which is Christmas music. The first quarter, I will have a HCR debut. If you don't know what that is a Holy Culture Radio debut. A brand new song from Africa. So you guys want to stick around. That's going to come in about 2 minutes from right now. Also, I'm going to play another song that was on my show last week, a Holy Culture Radio debut, but is now in regular rotation here on Holy Culture Radio. And during the second quarter, I'm just going to hit you guys with some new heat. Some of the things that I've had in my own personal playlist over the last couple of weeks. And then for a halftime pep talk, I'm going to be kind of all over the board. I'm not sure exactly which lane I want to go and talk, so I might just ramble on about 2 or 3 topics. So that's what we have for our halftime pep talk. And then for our third quarter set, we are, I'll just say this. It's been a very interesting week. A lot of interesting news, ups and downs, things like that. So that just made me just kind of want to look towards what's in store for us as believers of the Lord Jesus Christ, that one day we will be able to rest in heaven. There will be no more drama. There will be no more petty disagreements. There will just be bliss. So during the third quarter set, we will just kind of listen to some music that is going to point us in that direction. And then, like I said, fourth quarter, we have some Christian R&B, but it is Christmas music. So hope you guys are excited about today's show. We're going to go ahead and get into the music. So this very first song, I came across it this week. It is called Legacy for One. It is the HCR debut song of the day. First time for this artist being on Holy Culture in general. His name is Minkir. He is from Nigeria, and it's featuring Peer Pressure MCs, Kashmir, Yusuf, Fist, and Von Trapp. Once again, the name of the song is Legacy for One, the HCR debut song of the day. And let's go ahead and get into it.
You are now tuned in to the #1 station for Christian hip hop and R&B, Holy Culture Radio on SiriusXM.
All right, welcome back, HCR fam. It's B+. This is the Be Positive Music Show right here on Holy Culture Radio. It is time for the second quarter set, but before we do that, let's talk about what we heard during the first quarter set. And the very first song, like I said, was the HCR debut song of the day. The name of the song was Legacy for One. It was by Minkir.
Came to the fire, tested and tried, proving genuine is my cause all day. I never fall away.
He is from Nigeria and was featuring the Peer Pressure MCs, Kashmir, Yusuf, Fist, and Von Trapp. So shout out to them. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a teaser. I am going to have on an artist from Nigeria next week on the show, God willing. And we're just going to have a CHH Niger takeover. So that's next week. So make sure you stop by the show for that. The second song you heard was a song entitled Check.
Don't make me caught up, freak they pull up deep. Walk by babe like Biggie, ain't nothing small about my G.O.D. Got the spirit with me, it's a war zone outside like COD.
And that was last week's HCR debut song of the day. And I love when this happens. I have an HCR debut song and it gets immediately picked up for the regular rotation here on Holy Culture Radio. So that's what happened with the song Check by Dion featuring KB and Scooty Wop. So very proud of that one. And then the third and final song you heard was entitled Press.
Hey, to look at the numbers, I know that he coming already, sent my check. Told me to kerosene my flesh, said it's a better thing, my steps. Ordering everything from the one bed to the mezzanine, not kept.
And that was by Jared Sanders. And now it is time for our second quarter set. Let's go ahead and, but actually before that, quick story time. So last weekend I had the great opportunity to DJ for a couple churches here in the DFW area for like their fall festivals, trunk or treats, all that good stuff. So, and there was one song, every time I played it, at least 2 or 3 people stopped by and was just like, you got to tell me the name of this song. And that happened each and every time when I played the song Yeah, 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 Yeah by Dante Pride. So shout out to Huntsville, Alabama. I have a brother that lives in that area. He's killing it. That is a hit. So that's what we're going to check out right now. Once again, this is the Be Positive Music Show, and we will be right back.
It's halftime with B+. Time for that pep talk.
Welcome back to the show's B+. This is the Be Positive Music Show, and yes, it is time for a halftime pep talk, which I promise will be all over the board. I have 3 things written on my paper of what I may talk about, and after I name the last 3 songs you heard during the second quarter set, I will randomly pick one of these and just go. So that's what we have coming up for the halftime pep talk. Let's do a second quarter recap though. The very first song you heard, like I said, was one of the most popular songs that I've heard, or one of the most popular songs that I've played at the last few gigs that I had here in the DFW area. The name of the song was Yeah, 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 Yeah. And it was by Dante Pride featuring Lisa Page Brooks. The next song was by the Jackie Hill Perry. The name of the song was Pick It Up.
Freedom to preach. P is Aquila, Priscilla is me. We ain't the one, but the one who begets is the one in the 3. CC's we whining for free. Whining the vinyls, we finding the sheets. I'ma remind them the time is a comma.
The next song, this song had to grow on me, y'all. Like, this song didn't immediately jump out to me, but now I love it. The name of the song is Lift Me Up.
In the morgue, I just can't ignore broken hearts all on the floor. Yeah, I can't get no sleep. Heart so cold, I don't know if it even beats.
It's by Lecrae featuring Beam. And then the fourth song is by my personal GOAT, my favorite. Well, he's not my favorite, but he's my GOAT. He goes by the name of Sho Baraka. The name of the song is B.
Sure boys make seeking love, so put a song in their soul, affirmation on their heads. Speak love to the heart, put rest into their hands. Let the weak be strong, let the strong understand that.
Just encouraging us to just be and just to just really rest on the things that God has blessed us with, pushing us to go harder in our faith. It's just a great song, great music video as well. So with that being said, let's go ahead and figure out what we're going to talk about for our halftime pep talk. So I have 3 things written here, and one of them is half baked, so I'm just gonna not do that one. I'm not gonna do that one. The other one is it's very close to being done. I may just go live one night and just kind of talk about it. The topic is how to wreck a relationship. That's the topic. And it all came to me literally in one night, and I wrote an entire Bible study basically around this idea of how to wreck a relationship. And I feel like a lot of us are struggling in that area. And I'm relating it all to driving in a car. So a lot of the same reasons why we get into wrecks on the highway, on the streets and things like that is because are the same reasons why we wreck our relationships, if that makes sense. So that one's almost done. I'll scratch that one off and we'll just go completely light. So for those who are watching me, I have on a hat that says Free Barabbas. It is by it's a merch line by one of my favorite artists. He goes by Aha Gazelle. We do share the last name, so he may be a cousin somewhere way down the line. I don't know. But Aha Gazelle, he has a merch line. It just says, and generally it's on black, on black merch, and it just says Free Barabbas. It's on socks, it's on hats, it's on shirts, it's everywhere. Stickers, wristbands, Free Barabbas. If you're a big time Aha Gazelle fan, you know when you see the Free Barabbas merch. So anyway, I love wearing the hat. Every time I wear the hat, I always have an opportunity to talk about Jesus. Literally, like, if I had to do numbers, I would say 87% of the time I wear this hat, I get an opportunity to talk about Jesus, share the gospel. To me, it's got to be one of the smartest, most clever ways to share the gospel. Not a scripture, because sometimes people see a scripture and they immediately just like, he's one of them, or she's one of them. But this is just so clever, because you're just kind of like, what is that? And I wore it to one of the gigs I had to DJ. I don't know if somebody thought it was maybe part of the costume, so they just kind of saw it and laughed. And then some people see it and they're just kind of like, are you into like some anti-Jesus, anti-cross type stuff? It's like, it's really ambiguous, at least in my opinion. But I think it's a great conversation starter. So I say that because I wore it to vote. And sure enough, like, I parked my car, and I parked near, at the library that I typically vote at. People show up and they set up like their little area where they can give you coffee and donuts and try to last minute sway you to vote for somebody. It's ridiculous, but that's what they do. Praise Jesus, because I did eat a donut. But yeah, so I wore it there, and I got to talk to somebody really briefly, like, what is that all about? So I want to talk a little. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull up my tweet. Because I posted a picture of me in the hat. Well, I posted a picture with an emoji of me casting my ballot. Then I said, side note. Basically, I said side note. Then I just said everything I just said. Like, it's one of those clever ways to share the gospel. So I posted that, and then I also posted it on IG as well. So I posted it on X and IG, and then somebody else hit me up. Shout out to CHH_2024. Same thing. They wore their Free Barabbas merch to vote as well. So I just think it's super clever. It's a great way to talk about Christ. And for those who are wondering, like, why? I recently went to Aha Gazelle show, and he finished his set with a song with a song talking about Free Barabbas. And I realized I did this whole set without having my right lower third on the screen, but who cares? But yeah, so the line was this:
tell the truth, shame the devil, but they get mad that we won't lie. The Bible says the sheep with sharp teeth who try to hide. We welcome all, black, white, tatted, drunk, and high. We got them yelling, Free Barabbas, and they all want to know why. The truth is, I can't lie, because if Barabbas wasn't free, Jesus doesn't die. My name is Aha Gazelle. Thank y'all.
So that's the whole idea. Like, but I also feel like it's like a double entendre, because I feel like if we were back in those days, we would like to say that we would have stood up for Christ, but we wouldn't have. We would have been right with everybody else yelling Free Barabbas. And it turns out that, like, we are all Barabbas. That's who we are. Yeah, I just want to share that quick little story about one of my favorite clothing lines in the Christian hip hop space. So with that being said, we're going to get into this Heaven set. The very first song you guys are going to hear is called Heaven Bound. It's by Alex Jean. This is the Be Positive Music Show, and we will be right back.
Let your voice be heard. Have a song request for your favorite DJ? A shout out to a friend? Weigh on a topic or a topic you want to hear addressed? Let your voice be heard. 1-833-RADIO-HC or go to holycultureradio.com and hit the Be Heard button.
And we are back. This is the Be Positive Music Show right here on SiriusXM, channel 140 and Holy Culture Radio. It is now time for a little bit of early Christmas music. Actually, it's not early. As I explained in the intro of today's show, November 1st marks the day when you can start listening to Christmas music. Kev on stage said it. I'm sticking with it.
It's Christmas time.
And just a quick side note, I haven't always been that way. Normally, I would always wait till around Thanksgiving to kind of kick off the Christmas music, but not this year. And that really hasn't been that way for maybe the last 4 years or so. I actually tried to start a tradition. I don't do it every single month, but the 25th of each month, I tried to listen to a little bit of Christmas music. My kids actually tried to keep me on that. My daughter was a little upset because we missed the 25th of October, so we didn't listen to any Christmas music that day. But anyway, let's get back to what we're talking about here. Let's do a quick recap of the third quarter. the 3 songs that I played for you guys there. And that was a heavenly set. The very first song I played was called Heaven Bound.
Guess how I came in with the flavor. I'm bringing the heat, you chasing the bag. I ain't even gotta ask for paper. And you see how I'm bringing the message. Tried to take me out straight through the back door.
It was by Alex Jean. The next song was entitled Heavenly.
And if only they knew who they had, you see. They be singing your praises on and on, writing different songs. Just look at the Psalms, gotta give you thanks. Lord have mercy for the times I demonstrate. Walking in the flesh when you gave me life.
That was by Anike and Hovey. And then the third and final song I played was entitled Heavenly Poetry 5.
Want me personally, God's love can be traded for any little currency. You ain't mean I can congruent. God knows I've been through it. When it comes to rapping, I'm fluently in motion, giving God devotion.
That was by Don Reddy, Bats, and Young Chris. Shout out to those 3 gentlemen. They are all fantastic artists. So now it is time for some Christmas music. I hope you guys are excited about it. This is another. Let me make sure that I got it set up here. Yes, this is yet another HCR debut song of the day. It is by Jonathan McReynolds. I'm looking forward to possibly seeing him live in December for his Christmas. I believe it's a Christmas tour, but don't quote me on that. But I do know he's coming to the DFW area, and I hope to take the whole family to that. But this is his brand new song. It is entitled Red and Green. It is crazy. I love it, and I hope you guys love it as well. So this is the Be Positive Music Show. I am B+, and don't you guys go anywhere. It's never too early for some good Christmas music, and we will be right back.
It's the fourth quarter. Time for some Christian R&B.
It's your host here, B+, and this has been the Be Positive Music Show right here on Holy Culture Radio. As always, I appreciate you guys stopping by and rocking it here with me on these Saturday afternoons or early evenings, depending on where you're listening from. But unfortunately, we have reached the end of today's show. But before we get out of here, let's talk about that fourth quarter set. Like I said, the very first song was by Jonathan McReynolds. It was entitled Red and Green, and it was one of the HCR debut songs of the day right here on the Be Positive Music Show. The next song was by the big homie Tadashi. He dropped a Christmas album this year. It's fantastic. I always love when Tadashi sings. So for him to give us a full Christmas album and give it to us so early in the Christmas season that we can really rock out to it. Super excited about that. But the song that I played was called Christmas Call. It was featuring another one of my favorite voices in this Christian hip hop adjacent space. She's more in the Christian R&B type space, but she goes by the name of V Rose. So again, Christmas Call, Tadashi featuring V Rose, and yeah, that's what I had. I actually am doing pretty good on time. I may get a song for you guys after this on the back end. So yeah, this has been a fun show. Feel free to follow me over on Twitter, or I should say X, and on IG. I can be found there at DJ_B_plus. I would love to have you guys just kind of hop in and tap in with me over there. A lot of what happens over there translates to what happens on the show, and that's on IG and on Twitter. So make sure you guys go do that. If you are not subscribed to me on YouTube, if you're listening right now on Holy Culture Radio, this show will probably more than likely be reproduced over on YouTube, so you can actually see me on the screen. If you want to see me on the screen, go over to YouTube. I'm doing a lot of things over there. I'm starting to go live each and every Wednesday night, so that How to Wreck a Relationship, it may happen over there on YouTube first, and then it will make its way over to the radio show, or vice versa. I may drop it here on the show first, and then do a long form version on my YouTube channel. So make sure you guys check out those two things. And as always, if you don't have the Holy Culture Radio app, I don't even know what you're doing with your life, because it's fantastic. It's a wonderful place to stay on top of all the latest and greatest that's going on. And also, if you don't have SiriusXM, you can always hop on Holy Culture Radio and check out the latest and greatest there, because all the shows play a day in arrears. So if you want to check out Wado's show from Monday, on the Holy Culture Radio app, check it out on Tuesday. So everything's a day in arrears. For me, I'm a weekend personality here on Holy Culture Radio, so mine are a week in arrear. So it's free. It's free too. So make sure you guys go do that. Yeah, I think that's all I have. was a great show today, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys next week. So all my SiriusXM listeners, for all my Holy Culture listeners, I truly do appreciate you guys for stopping by and kicking it here with me. I am B+, and until next time, peace in, confusion out, and be positive. Hey, what's going on, positive people? Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. Make sure you like, share, and leave a comment below of your thoughts on this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Be positive, y'all.